Hold on. All right, guys, welcome to the Just Got Back call from Extravaganza. We are so excited. We've got a power pack 30-minute call and the next steps that we are on track to do. So without further ado, we're going to turn it over to International Presidency member Tina White to explain the first steps.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining. As you guys can see, or you can't see, I'm not visible today. We're actually on the road, and so part of the beauty of Herbalife is being able to take your business on the road. So if I do cut out, Tanya's prepared to take over for me. But I want you guys to grab a pen and paper because I have 3 things that I'm going to cover, and then Tanya's going to moderate an Extravaganza Just Got Back portion. So the first thing I really want to make sure that everyone's clear on is the momentum that we have going with these 3-day trial pack system. So if you guys were on the call on Monday night, 3-day trial pack system with the HOM and the training, you can clearly see, you know, the momentum that's coming from the system. But one of the things we really want to make sure that you're clear on is the Success University coming up. So this is similar to the HCU classes that we were holding, the Health Coach University, Herbalife Coach University, except it's about a level 10 in terms of training on that agenda. So it's a 5-week course. It starts August 13th. So the first question is, who should join? Well, every one of the coaches should join. Everyone on this call, all of your coaches. So let me just put that in perspective. We have on our private Facebook page group, I just added about 6 or 7 more, but I think there's at least 150, might be 155 people on our 3-day trial system closed group on Facebook, okay? So 150 people should be enrolled on this Health Coach University because I'm assuming that all of those people on our private Facebook group are health coaches, right? And therefore duplicating the system of 3-day trials. So why do you want to put them on this call? Number one, the reason we want our people to be on this call is because it leverages our time in teaching the basics to the masses. And guys, if you can really enroll yourselves in that concept, your business will be so much more simple. And teaching the basics to the masses is part of the beauty and the magic of a system. And that is exactly how people go to the top, is that they're not teaching one-on-one, they're teaching in groups. So some of these basics, do we all on this call already know? Of course, right? So like you guys probably already have your Go Herbalife site set up. You probably already have your Square system or your ProPay account set up or your PayPal. The details of that part of the call are not for you, but the details of how to teach that part of the call is for you. If you guys went to Extravaganza, one of the biggest takeaways that I got that you guys will see that I'm using is we taught building the house, but really separating the groups of distributors. So we have a retail member, a wholesale member, we have an income member, and that's somebody who's really interested in teaching people how to take the product. But then our royalty builders are those that are interested in teaching people how to take the product and teaching coaches how to teach people. So your job, guys, is to, number one, be on this call because you might need the information, but you also will need to know how to teach the information. So we're going to be teaching the information to the basics. The other reason that you want to enroll in this call is because there's power in numbers, and momentum is created when numbers are all headed in the same direction. So you being on the call is incredibly important in terms of building energy and momentum for the new people on the call, okay? So again, you can register, and the link is actually on our private team page. We have 24 registered, and in fairness, it's only been open for a day and a half, right? So I just got the link up. We just got it going, so we have an incredible rate of registration already, but I just want to be clear, like every one of us needs to be on the call. So it starts August 13th. It's a 5-week course, and 2 things are mandatory in order to graduate. So one thing is that you must be on 4 out of 5 of the calls live in their entirety, okay? So none of this logging on for 10 minutes and recording your attendance. The details are important all throughout the call. The second thing is doing the homework assignment is mandatory for graduation. And the reason is we want you guys to have success in your business. So the homework is created so that you can achieve certain levels of success and your people can achieve certain levels of success. So again, some of you guys may breeze through the homework because you've already reached that part, right? Or some of you guys may be striving to accomplish the homework. So it starts August 13th and it ends September 10th, about 2 weeks in time for the summit. So two things are going to happen. Those that graduate are going to get a party in your local area. So we will have a party in the Minnesota area, a party in the Oklahoma area, a party in the Arkansas area, okay, a party in the Texas area. And this is so our local teams can unite and celebrate our successes and create some really serious momentum, but also you are going to get recognized at the summit. So that's point two. So point two, guys, is we all need to attend the summit. And the summit is in Dallas, Texas. If you go to getregistered.com, you're going to get the details of who, what, when, where, how. And the reason you want to go to this is because it's like the mini extravaganza for our organization with the 3-day trial pack, okay? So some of you guys were around when we did nutrition club trainings, and some of you weren't. Those of you that were around when we were doing nutrition club trainings, I see that you guys are already registered for this event because you know the power of this type of training where we all get together and we all get to talk about our particular system in extreme detail. So this is not an Herbalife event that you're going to go to Herbalife.com, Herbalife events and get registered with, guys. This is not an event that anyone can attend. But this is an event that can literally skyrocket the results of your business if you focus on getting your people there, okay? So Summit is September the 26th and the 27th. And then the final thing I wanted to bring up was what was announced at Extravaganza. This year, starting in October, the LDWs, the Leadership Development Weekends, are actually changed in terms of qualifications. So first off, cities are all posted, but for those of you that are on the call, I think Dallas, Minneapolis, Florida. You guys can go on Herbalife events.
Okay, Tina, I guess we lost you. Okay, there. All right.
Purchase a ticket. And there are 3 different levels of qualifications to really make the most of your leadership development weekend. And again, those qualifications are going to be on myherbalife.com, but there's a bronze level, and you're going to achieve a bronze level if you do 15,000 accumulated volume points in the qualification period in those 3 consecutive months, and a minimum of 2,500 volume points each month. So basically, they don't want you doing, 1,000, 7,500 in the remaining, right? They want to see consistency. So the bronze qualifiers are going to receive a gift, okay, in recognition. The silver level qualification, and again, the qualification period is July through October. So the silver, a cumulative 20,000 volume points in 3 consecutive months. And again, 2,500 volume points minimum each of the 3 months. You guys are going to get a special gift, shake, lunch, and recognition. And then the gold level qualifiers are 25,000 volume points, 3 consecutive months accumulated, okay, 25,000 volume points accumulated in those 3 consecutive months and the 25 minimum. But the gold level are going to be going to the Pres Team Experience, have a special dinner, VIP seating, a gift, lunch with shakes and light lunch, plus a special gift. But here's a really cool thing. There's 2 things that you guys want to know. First off, there is a special extended early bird ticket price of $75 through July 31st, okay? And then there is, hold on just a second, I'm trying to clear that. And then the month of July is double volume for Leadership Development Weekend. Okay, so that's really important to understand that it's double volume. And then they also have a special qualification for a special price for brand new supervisors. So let's say you have somebody achieve a supervisor position in September, right? They have a special qualifier's price if you're a brand new supervisor. I'm trying to bring it up. Yeah. So let's say they qualify in September. Their first month of becoming a fully qualified supervisor, their ticket price will be $75 as well. So all of these details are going to be available on herbalifeevents.com. And let's see, there's also a welcome party for everybody that attends. So guys, a lot of things going on. And here's part of the success of the business with Herbalife is utilizing the system, because the system validates the opportunity, and the system is the event, okay? The system is this call, is the Monday night call, is our 5-week Success University, the summit. And that is really the key to the success of your business, okay? So I'm going to turn the call over to Tanya to moderate the extravaganza feedback and the extravaganza comments. So Tanya, take it away, and I'm also going to let you close out the call because the phone signal's going in and out. Thank you very much, Tanya, for doing that.
Not a problem. And Tina, your phone was going out right at the beginning of the LDW section. And just to clarify, you do have to be a supervisor now to attend the LDW. Is that correct?
Yes, that is. You have to be a fully qualified supervisor by October. So that means you qualify, you know, if you're fully qualified by October 1st, you can still attend the Leadership Development Weekend and receive that $75 ticket price.
Okay.
So the qualifications are open all the way to the event. What the objective that we're really trying to accomplish by having a supervisor and above qualification is really to be able to go into more leadership during these events rather than some basics that a brand new distributor might be seeking.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Tina. And I know you've been traveling, and appreciate your leadership as always, commitment, hopping on the call and multitasking with kids in the car and stuff. So safe travels. And so guys, let's open it up. We have about 15 minutes, and let's hear from, and I'm going to unmute everybody. And well, you know what? Let's just have you unmute yourself if you would like to share. Tara Ball, can you unmute yourself? Where's Tara? There you are. Okay, you can unmute yourself. I just wanted to make sure. It's been a while since I've moderated with this system, guys. So, all right. So if you have a takeaway that you want to share, let's go ahead.
I would love to share, Tanya. So this is Tara. I'm in Minnesota. And I think my biggest takeaway, you know, and I've been to a lot of extravaganzas. I think this is my 12th extravaganza. And every time I go, you know, if you've been around Herbalife for any length of time, you're going to know that you kind of hear the same things all the time, but they hit you at different times in your life and different times in your business, and you hear them totally differently. So I think that the biggest takeaway for me was, of course, it's to never quit. And it was amazing when I heard how many people's sponsors have quit the business. And so never, ever quit. And then, of course, it's the active recruiting and being really intentional with growing your group. So you hear, you know, what we call frontline, but just really being intentional with growing your health coaches. And I would love for my whole family to be involved. And it was so inspiring. I don't know how many of you were on, but were in the training, but it was so inspiring to see all the president's team on the stage with their families and how many family members that they have in the business with them. So, you know, that was my biggest takeaway, is just to be in action with really being intentional with talking to people about the incredible opportunity that we have.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. So the next person that wants to share, 1 minute, some takeaway, guys.
I'll share. My name's Haley. I'm from Hudson, Wisconsin. And this was my very first extravaganza, and I absolutely loved it. It was a lot of fun. You just kind of, you got a lot of stuff, which was really good for my business at this time. And my biggest takeaway was probably from when Enrique talked. He just, I really am a huge fan of Enrique, and I like how he always brought it back to his team and how much his team meant to him. And he touched a lot on like this having like the I get to attitude. So he always he said a lot during his presentation about like taking what he was doing already and just surrounding it in Herbalife. So he said like if they had a family party, they'd have one and like Herbalife would be involved or something around that. And I really liked how he just emphasized on the always being involved in Herbalife and doing Herbalife 24/7 basically.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, anybody else?
Hey, Tanya, it's Julie.
Hey, Julie.
Hey, I was just going to share another takeaway that I had was when Dennis Dowdell opened up the personal development section Sunday morning, and just how he talked about, really, you really need to doubt your doubts and believe your beliefs and really develop and cultivate your faith that you have. And just how he went through, when we see with eyes of fear, we exaggerate our difficulties, we underestimate our abilities, we get discouraged, we tend to complain more, I think is what he said. But when we see with eyes of faith, our problems start to shrink, and it opens the door more to the possibilities. We move out of truth. It unlocks really those principles of success that we're all learning, and it really turns dreams into reality. And I just think that was really powerful. And again, it goes back to just when he said, you need to doubt your doubts and believe your beliefs. So, and just also along with that, he had mentioned imagination is more important than knowledge. So imagination shapes my life, and great lives are built around great dreams, because they create purpose. So just being really clear on that too, just to be really going after our dreams, creating our goals, creating our dreams, and the knowledge will come, but that's through our dreams, and imagination gives us purpose. So that was my takeaway.
Very good. Thank you, Julie.
You bet.
And it was awesome to see Julie and Pat recognized for 7.5 mil team on the way to Pres team, guys. And that was awesome because I know all of us were in the crowd cheering, and be a matter of moments before they're on the president's team. So
thanks, Tanya. Good representation of our entire organization. So thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, Felicia, I see you unmuted. Are you ready to share?
I am. Hi, this is Felicia from Florida. And quickly, my takeaway was it was something that Susan Peterson said. And I quote, she said, "Don't let circumstances in your life be an excuse for you not fulfilling your destiny." And I know a lot of times we have our reasons why we're doing this business, those reasons why, as an excuse. So when she made that statement, don't let your circumstances in life be an excuse for you not to fulfill your destiny, that just kind of spoke volumes to me.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay, who else?
I can share.
Okay.
All right, I'm Rena. I think what Tara, Haley, Julie, and Felicia just talked about were super awesome points, and probably one of my top takeaways as well. But also another point that they stressed a lot during the extravaganza was the importance of going to meetings and plugging into the system. So really utilizing the tools that you have that Herbalife provides you, as well as your organization, and using those to your full potential, whether that is going to the HOMs, plugging into these calls, going to the SDSs, and definitely getting to the LDW. With the LDW, there's so many great promotions that they do have going on for that, which is awesome. And that's going to be being a supervisor, and they really stressed on how to become a supervisor and how to build your house too. So it's super awesome, and I just can't wait till next year for extravaganza.
Very cool. And maybe Raina, you along with a lot of others saw that Julie and Pat were also recognized for their $1 million pin. And basically, guys, this is the chance to be recognized, and it is a lifetime achievement. That's what it says on, when you get that trophy, if you will, and it represents longevity in the business, stability, the resilience of not quitting. And so all of that happens by staying plugged in to the events, staying plugged in to the, just what you said, the university. So you definitely all need to be on Success University, because guys, when you go to Dallas and you see more than 1,800 people, which is what it was the very first time, 2,000 plus people all using this 3-day system, and brand new people, like, I've seen it even in my nutrition club with Janice, brand new the first month, making income, impacting lives, and doing it with confidence that she can turn around and show her downline. So super, super important. And if you've been in the business a long time, when you see someone that quits the business, it's because they were not plugged in. It's because they weren't on the calls, they weren't surrounded with their Herbalife family and encouraged, and they didn't take that one initiative to stay plugged in that would turn that light on for them. So it's just super important, can't stress it enough. So who else wants to share? Megan, I know you're on the call and this was your first event, and one of the things, and I'm going to let you share, so get ready and unmute, but one of the benefits, guys, is like Heather is in California and Megan is in different line, and Felicia's team in Florida, but they are the same mindset and they're both personal trainers. And so it was really cool to go to the Gen H party, even when, I'm not in Gen H, we all got to go this year, and they got to celebrate and share with each other and network in our own Herbalife family, in our team at that party. So Megan, I know you had some takeaways, hon. Are you willing to share?
Of course. Thank you so much, Tina. Hello, everybody. I'm Megan in Florida with Felicia. I'm a personal trainer, and Tina gave me some great advice during a dinner, so thank you for that. I don't know who mentioned it, but there was a transformation and a butterfly metaphor that was given, and that just brought everything into light for me. It was very difficult for the transition from trainer mentality to helping people nutrition mentality, and I think that really stuck out the most to me. You have to persevere, and you're not by yourself, because oftentimes I was the one everybody came to, so I felt kind of by myself, like I was the only thing that knew anything, in this, field. But I have a whole team and family there supporting me. I just needed to reach out and ask. So I think that was the best possible thing. I was wrapped up in that cocoon too long, and now I'm a butterfly, so I like that.
Very cool. And if we're not connected, guys, if you don't have yourself networked with all of our Facebook family on the call, do yourself a favor and add everybody, because one of the things I saw Megan did was turn right back around and go dive into personal development and post what she'd been reading and learning, and that just comes from the trainings as well. So who else really wants to share a takeaway? Any other new people on the call that went for the first time? Let's see, I'm looking at all the names here. Janice, you unmuted?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I saw you unmute. Go ahead, honey.
Hi, everybody. I'm Janice from Texarkana, Arkansas. And this was my first year at Extravaganza. And for me, what really stuck out to me was more of the business side of Herbalife. Like before, I was just recruiting a lot of customers and clients and people to get on the products and get healthy. But since Extravaganza, I've really been talking to people more about the business side of Herbalife and working on building a team and more team skills since Extravaganza.
Awesome. And one of the things Janice and all of the new people vowed in our vehicle when we drove, they're like, okay, I liked the top part of the stadium, but the floor is where you want to be. So they have this whole slogan, they're going to be on the floor, which is VIP, front row, not waiting in the lines for hours to get your, badges. But it's all part of the journey, guys. And it's part of the experience, and really help you enroll in your goals, for the next event. So anybody else? Okay, so we have a couple minutes. One of the things, and I'll share my takeaway, and then we're going to end the call. One of the things I really saw, and saw from a new person's perspective, because I had the unique opportunity to have all brand new people in our vehicle. We bonded. We have some memories that just are going to last a lifetime. And, one of the things I saw on the way back, on the way up there, I played that same Jim Rohn, and, we're all tired, we're in the vehicle. And within 10 minutes, they were asleep. Okay, Jim Rohn just knocks them out. They were all snoozing, and I was just laughing. On the way back, they were plugged in. We listened to the audio, and then as well, everyone in the car got at least one trial pack out, and some of them got 3 trial packs from the drive home from Extravaganza to Little Rock. They were all networking. They were sharing their excitement, and it has been out of control with the 5 brand new people that went, just because of the vision and the clarity and the confidence. So whether you're brand new or whether you're old in the business, if you sit around the campfire and you take a coal that's been burning with the other coals and you set it out to the side, it does not take very long for that coal to, that ember to fade away and turn black, right? And to die. It's the same concept with Herbalife. You've got to be reignited, and that's why they have quarterly events and monthly events, and why the system of the Monday night calls is in place, because then you're going to see Brad Harris, and you're going to see, all the other people, Mike Patterson, and all the people on Monday night's call, and you go to these events, and you see them in person, and it's like, oh my goodness, you actually get to see that long lost family member you haven't got to hug yet. So really enroll, guys. Make the commitment, because here's the other key to leadership. If you have a team, and that's even one person in your organization, if you have a team and you don't buy your ticket up front, they are watching you. And leadership is not saying, well, I'll see if anybody's going and I'm going to go. It's purchasing your ticket and then showing them what you've done and that you're going, and that they need to do that as well. So I want to put a charge out there, for all of us. Let's have at least 100 of our 155 members on our Facebook group registered for the Success Training Seminar, or for the Success 5-week course, guys, by next Monday. And Tina has that visibility, and I know that that's going to really show leadership, and then we can start utilizing the last week or two to recruit new members to get on that. And here's the last point. This 5-week Success University that we are going to begin on August 13th is only happening one time a quarter. Okay, so and that's your sense of urgency and promotion to the new people. Look, if you don't get on this call, it's going to be at least another 3 months before you're ready to learn this system and get implemented. So make the sense of urgency and the excitement, and really pitch the importance of being on this Success University, because then they have rights to your time. If they're not on this call and they're not enrolled in educating themselves through the system, they really do not have access to your time. And you do not owe it to that person to develop them on the side. So use the system. So just like Megan said, you don't have to be everything to everybody. It really weeds out the serious and the people that are just in it for a hobby. Okay, so I hope that made sense. I'm super proud of every one of you for being on the call, and we look forward to talking with you on Monday night's call. Have your brand new people on the HOM at 8 o'clock. We have an unbelievable speaker from Florida, and so Sandy Giosa is going to rock that call. You definitely want to be on Monday night's call, and we look forward to it. Guys, you have an incredible day and nice weekend. We'll all see you Monday night. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you all.